start from NDC. Look at NPP. They have borrowed more than all government put together till date. In the last 6 years. They alone have borrowed over 250, almost 300 billion against 122 borrowed by the NDC and the other government in the past. So then I'm going to see oil. And you say, no. Now, who is the one sitting on the money now? You see, when you can manage something, admit. Wow, look, lack of vision, my people perish. That is why we are what we are doing. Look, if I am to manage Ghana today, whether if Ukraine and America, the whole world one day should go to war, I don't really care. The whole world can go to war. Ghanaians will survive under my leadership. Because I'll produce everything in Ghana. We are so lucky and very, very, God loves us so much. Look at the kind of resources we have in this country. Ask me whether we add value to it. We have given it to the foreigners and we have slaves, gold, diamond, bauxite, oil, timber, cocoa. Mention one. Ghana is blessed. God loves Ghana more than any other country in the world.
Really?
Yes. But we hate each other. Our only problem in this country is leadership. But every other thing God has given us. And the pastors too, instead of them to pray for good leaders, they are praying for NDC and NPP to win. Omukaho. See how they have divided themselves into NDC and NPP. Giving prophecies, wrong prophecies, and misleading the people. Your church cry, you can't manage. You can't be giving prophecies and prophecies and prophecies and misleading Ghanaians, and they are voting wrong people who are making us suffer.
No, the pastors definitely won't be called, because if you get a government or to build a cathedral for God, definitely my prophecies will support him. Cathedral
no. Sika no mofatuno. Then they have just put money to break people's property and nothing has happened. How can you put $30 million just to design a cathedral? Cost of designing a cathedral, 30 million. 33 million dollars just for the designs alone. Whose country does that? Kasa. The indiscipline and corruption in this country is one too many. Me president now. Plenty people will go to hell. A lot of people go to jail. And those of us who go to heaven will go. Because at a point in time, some must go to hell for others to go to heaven. Because pastors no more can. Destroy. Let politicians look for leaders to manage our country. Over the years, when it rains, in Sumtoa, when the clouds start, everybody is running home. You know why? We are not running home for it. We are running home to make sure that when it's rain, we are able to protect our properties. Till date, have we solved that problem? Look at housing. Even Accra, Oko Agogoshi. The NPP in opposition paraded Kayoyos, gave them support to vote. After they voted, go and see whether the living condition of Kayoyo has changed. Go and see Agogoshi, whether the living conditions of Kayoyo has changed. Till date, they are the West Kayoyo people. Now they can't even buy sanitary pad. Because people don't come to the market to shop.
Flats, yeah, okay. In 2019, now fee so far on.
Yeah. Me cotton machines. Who do me fear? Hachu deno. Open who say my top graders. Me be your coin. Government say, oh, that be mean jai. Omo for coin nema contract. Ne gatas in ya. Come fear hachu. Open who me on my road. Machines no hotel date. Why not ask? This is Angel. Everybody keeps saying, oh, Ayariga, your road is bad, your road is bad. But the machines are lying down to do road. Government say, don't touch it because we have awarded contract. Till date, 4 years. The contract that has been awarded has never been executed. So one who lies, no. So, see another case, no. Made me casa say, NDC and NPP, they have failed Ghanaians.
NPP is going to IMF.
Okay, now let's go to IMF. What are we going to IMF for?
Yakope sika kakra na kwan yombe fa so a.
Yes, sika na my problem.
Okay.
Nipa no mo ho no. Ye call IMF 100 times. Nothing will change. Going to IMF is not a solution to our problems. It's the corruption and mismanagement and stealing. That is our problem. Even if IMF should bring their whole bank to Ghana and only support Ghana, we will be looking for another 2MF to go.
Angel. This is
We will not look for IMF, 2 IMF to go. Because we would have exhausted their money in corruption and looking for another one. Wow. To see, you know, sometimes when you speak the pains, no, and when you see what they are doing with our economy, no, then you ask yourself, really, Ghanaians, are we thinking? Do we really understand governance? Do we know what we have done with giving when we give power to NDC and NPP? The NDC and NPP are playing Ghana like a football match. This one, if I win, the next one you have to win. It's like that. Every 8 years they have to change. They don't really care because they know that after 8 years we'll give it to NDC after 8 years. But when we change and shift and drift from NDC and NPP, I am telling you, even if that lead party should get even one term, Ghana will be better than always NDC and NPP. Just give Hassan Ayariga only one term and see whether the NDC and NPP will change their behavior in the next elections. But because they know, every time the same, no competition. And when we come, they come and tell us that, oh, if you vote for Ayariga, you will win. If you vote for Hassan, let's vote for Hassan Ayariga and see whether he will win or not. But we have already wasted, we are always wasting the vote on NDC and NPP. Today, NPP people will tell you that if we go to opposition, we are going to suffer. If you see an NDC man who say, hey, opposition is bad. So you mean that opposition is bad because you are stealing?
Angel.
Not because it's bad. If you manage the country well, even when you are in opposition, you don't care. Because the economy structure is good for everybody. When you see, they steal for their grandchildren, great-grandchildren, and great-great-grandchildren. That's how they are stealing. But if you put proper institutions and build the economy well, even your great-great-grandchildren will not care whether, they don't even remember whether you are alive or not. Because the structures are good, everybody is benefiting, and nobody's worried. But we think that stealing is what is going to secure their life. No. Proper management is what is going to secure their life. So that when they grow, they will take over from where you have left and manage it well.
What would that be your solution?
Proper
IMF. What would have been your solution?
Right now, there, maybe I agree here, Nanaya.
Nanaya, let me tell you.
Okay.
Let me tell you the reason why most of they are going to the IMF again. You see, no country is willing to lend Ghana money. Business confidence. I'm coming. Business confidence have gone down. So they are not only going to IMF only for the money alone. They want to restore back confidence in their economy.
That's true.
Because people don't trust Ghana economy anymore. Businessmen are not. Investor confidence have gone down. Nobody is willing to come to Ghana to invest. We have destroyed Ghana. Corruption has taken over. I won't go to IMF at this instance because what I am going to IMF to take, what am I going to do? Look, all the institutions in this country are owing. Government is owing all of them. Why? Because so much mismanagement. Every institution cannot pay its workers. All the ministries, they can't pay their workers. Government has to borrow to pay. Why will you be running an institution that cannot pay their workers and you always have to borrow? First of all, look at the fundamental. What is wrong with that institution? I cannot put up Angel TV, and Angel TV cannot do advert and do other things to pay workers. Then the owner of Angel TV must go and borrow money every time from somewhere to come and what to pay Angel TV. Then that means Angel TV has no use. This is what is happening in our country. That is why so much so much corruption. There is no proper productivity in this country. Nothing. Tell me, what do we produce in this country that we can consume? One thing. And you're talking about Russia, Ukraine. Of course, you go to Russia, Ukraine because you are lazy. You don't know what you are doing. That's why you are going running there. You cause that problem. What do you produce as a country? What has Ghana can produce? This country, they should tell us one thing that we can produce to consume. One, bakope. What do we do apart from corruption? We produce children, nothing else.
This is Angel 102.9.
Nothing. We produce children that they don't even have a future. Only manufacturing. Everybody's marrying 2, 3, 4. Where are you going? Okay. The kids don't even have a future.
Angel.
Look at their education. Look at their life. Nobody cares. Everybody's going to strike. Yes, because government is so corrupt. all institutions must go on strike.
They must.
Yes, because they are not doing the right thing. Kofi, if you are doing the right thing, the Ghanaian people will have sympathy.
But that would be chaotic. Say institutions in
but that is why I'm saying that they should stop talking about breaking the 8 and talk about finishing the 8. A big statement.
That means even finishing the 8 no crown about
a problem.
But what you are suggesting, the problem now more. If all institutions should go on strike,
they are already on strike. Most of them are on strike. And I mean,
okay.
That's what is happening. Wow. Kofi, if you don't manage well, people will go on strike. If prices of goods are going up and it doesn't correspond to salaries, people will go on strike. If everything is just haphazard, what do you think people are going to do?
This is Angel.
Ukraine-Russian war should not be our problem. COVID-19 pandemic, COVID-19 was even a blessing to Ghana because we got so much money. We could even save lives. People still died. We got so much money because of COVID-19. But the corruption level consumed the money. So sometimes certain things come as a blessing, but because we mismanage it, then we think it's a deficiency.
So now your question, what will you have done?
I just said I won't go to IMF.
So what will you have
I
done?
will change my economic situation, produce in Ghana, manufacture in Ghana, consume in our products. If we even begin to get proper farmers, support them with combined harvesters, tractors, and resources and seedlings, and engage our youth into farming and do proper one. I am telling you that we'll export rice, export every kind of foodstuff that we need in this, all the cash crop we export. But as a nation, we have vast land, and what do? We are misusing the land on daily basis and calling it PPP. Very soon, if we have to do statistics of the number of quantity of land or acres of land we lose on daily basis, we will know that the future is bad for us, because in the near future we will not even have farmlands to farm, because every day everybody is building a castle and the farmlands are reducing. Chinese have come, they've taken all our farmlands. We are building boys' quarters every day. Instead of building high-rise building to accommodate us, everybody is building the boys' quarters and consuming land and taking off the land every day. So it will come to a point that even land to farm we will not have. Even now, we are struggling to feed with the little land that is left. When the land is gone, don't know that land doesn't multiply, it doesn't increase, it only decreases. And Ghana is not thinking about it. All the chiefs and the elders know is to sell land 100,000, 200,000 to Chinese, 50,000, and it's going. All their farmlands, go to the villages and see, all the farmlands are gone. Now the question is, where are we going to farm in the future? Already there's food shortage in the system, and this year it's going to be worse because the fertilizer products, and this year almost imported, almost subsidy. So what is happening? There will be drought, there will be famine. Next year, who say food product rice and serious pa. We don't know what is coming. We are joking. Let's keep joking, and this NPP keep joking with the people. You will see what will happen. Look at my eyes. Record this statement. One day you play it again and said, I said it. I'm not a prophet, but it's coming.
So next year,
you watch. Next year, you will see what will happen. A kombeba pa. Brace your belt pa.
Hey.
Already sikanu ho na a komba. Uni sika obetomi to Johnny.
Baby.
Fuel price. Fuel beko 100 cedis.
Hey.
A gallon. Even beside going to 100 cedis, if we don't adapt the system I am talking about, there will be shortage of fuel. One will say, Cecia, all the companies, no motor, OMCs, now.
Yeah.
In the past, most of them were trading within 1 million Ghana cedis, 500,000 Ghana cedis, because the prices of fuel were down. Now, because of the increment of the fuel prices and the dollar, they will need about 3 million to trade what they were doing for 1 million and getting the profit of 100,000. So today they don't need 1 million anymore to get 100,000. They will need 3 million to get 100,000. How many of them can raise 3 million to get 100,000?
But I know that Bank of Ghana area arrangement for Omono, even acquisition of the dollar no cry was a problem. So Bank of Ghana stepped in to support them.
Do you think that is what Bank of Ghana should be doing? To support them with the loan facility. How are they going to pay the loan facility? The point here is that the prices of the product is going up and there's no correspond to profit to them. So if I'm using 1 million to get 100,000 and now I'm going to use 3 million to get 100,000, I might as well stop. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because the 3 million, I will make the 100,000 and pay profit and pay interest of my 3 million. So I'll stop. So most of them will run out of business and stop the work. And when they stop the work, scarcity beba, scarce product, fuel never because many over who feel it bebre udua fuel new other omonisika no better fuel. So ube who bebre ebeba very soon ube who feel it bebre o kwa omo catch fuel new shortage na aba. Problems now are starting. What you say? I hope you understand my logic here. That is what is ahead of us. If we don't begin to produce, refine our because of greedy people, some greedy elements in the system, they don't want Tor to function. Because if Tor functions, fuel prices will come down. That's what I'm saying. Ukraine-Russia war is not our problem. Why are people thinking it's a problem? Because global economy doesn't mean that it's why. Why did it shift from Nigeria? Nigeria fuel, they are selling at 19 cities. Ghana, we are selling 61. Cote d'Ivoire, they are selling at 31. Ghana, we are selling at 61. So how come that the global phenomena only attack Ghana and skip Cote d'Ivoire, like Baumia said? Skip Cote d'Ivoire and other countries only affected Ghana. How come? How?
Dr. Hassan Ayariga pay Ghana for 8 years. Final words. Then now we can actually Ghana.
Me final words is the Ghana is no. If the economic management team they should sit up. The president must come out to speak to Ghanaians. Tell us where we are. Because the silence of the president is a big problem for us. Because we are in darkness. He shouldn't sit down and be attending to white men and white women in his castle. The flagstaff was not built for you to be receiving white men and white women. But yes, the flagstaff was built for you to sit and bring ideas. Tell us the way forward. What is the way forward when it comes to fuel? What is the way forward? What lessons have we learned from Russian-Ukraine war? What lessons have we learned from the COVID-19 pandemic? What is the way forward after COVID-19? What are we going to do so that even another pandemic comes, we are out of it? This fuel prices, what are we going to do? The dollar that is rising as if there's no economy, what are we doing? All these things, the president is quiet. You cannot have a father who is mute. We are mumu.
This is Angel.
It has